Hello everyone, welcome to all of you. I'm sure you're all getting relieved after the plus 2 and waiting for your career and the courses that you are aspiring for. And that's exactly when I would like to share some of my thoughts which may help you possibly in choosing a career for your life. Let me start with a quote of the famous English musician John Lennon, who rose to worldwide fame as a founder of the world-renowned music group, which all of you would have heard, the Beatles. So what does he say? To quote, "When I was 5 years old, my mother always told me that happiness was the key to life. When I went to school, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wrote down happy. They told me I did not understand the assignment, and I told them they did not understand life." A good thought to start with. We need to definitely choose a job that makes us happy throughout life. There are no two arguments on that. So when we choose a career, definitely that career should be something with which we can go ahead in life, enjoy life, and then do work. Well then, what decides this happiness for people? Yes, you may agree that varies from person to person. I may find happiness in some activity like cricket. You need not actually get the pleasure out of cricket. You may say, I would like soccer, or I basketball, or going for a movie. So as I said, the tastes are different. The taste of different people are different. Why is it so? We come to a very fundamental question which we need to always address. We are influenced in our decisions basically by two factors.
Actions.
One is called personality, which you would have heard a lot about personality. What makes you have so many capacities. That's personality of an individual, totality of an individual, of which so many factors contribute. And the next one is your surroundings, your environment, for example. The environment would mean my family, the school, the friends, the media, which I learned through by looking at. So, my interest, my happiness is usually decided by my personality and the surroundings or the environment. As I said, the family has an important role. The school has got an important role. The friends have got an important role, and nowadays media plays a big role. So all these actually makes you think, what should I become, what I should not become. So there should be some logic with your personality and surroundings. So realize that personality, because the most important aspect is every student has got a talent. There is none without a talent. But have you discovered that talent? That is the question. Have you discovered your talent? Maybe you would have participated in various school programs, in drama, in sports, in NSS, in NCC, in band, lots of activities. There would be some who would not have acted in any of these things or not played a role in this. And they might be thinking, no, I do not have the capacity of doing that. That's not fair. As I said earlier, everyone has got some inherent talent. All will not have got that opportunity to find out within the school days. Your family would have searched and explored and helped you to find out. Your teachers and the school would have helped you to find out. Your friends would have told, hey, look at this, you are very good at this singing, or very good at making a joke, very good at punctuality, very good at a speech, very good at influencing others. So that they would have told you. And the media would have taught you a lot of things, maybe movies, maybe I don't know, a lot of entertainment programs and a lot of scientific programs going on. All this would have made you think, okay, this is what I really want to become. That's exactly what you need to think about. So let me come to the second factor. The first one, your personality and your environment, the surroundings. The second one, aspiration. Have you got an aspiration to become, a passion to become something? When you are in the 12th standard, possibly everybody may not have it. Nowadays, many have that inherent capacity of saying after the 10th standard or 11th standard, I want to become a model, I want to become a designer, I want to become an engineer, I want to become a journalist. So people think in different ways, all influenced by, as I was telling earlier, your personality and your surroundings or your environment. So what are your aspirations? What inspired you to go in for a profession? Think over it. Is it a spark that has made you or given you an intuition of going and, okay, let me do this one. I want to become a civil servant. Fine, excellent. I want to become a doctor. Good. Why? I want to become a veterinarian. I want to become a, whatever that you want to become. A caterer, for example. Food caterer. Yeah, could be. A pilot, could be. There are lots of opportunities. But what inspired you to become that aspiration and take that aspiration? That's the second part. So, personality and your surroundings, think over it. Number two, your aspiration. Have you got a passion inherently to do something? That is something which would say, I would say in simple words, which means, do you like something? Do you dislike something? Do you hate something? My advice would be, if you hate something, find out why is it so, and if you cannot compromise, maybe don't go in for that. But dislike is something that you can change to like. Try for that, try for that. Because see, very often we say we like a subject or get introduced to a new concept. Not because of the subject, every subject is very good. But what influences a great lot is our family members and the teachers. You love a subject because you love a teacher. The teacher, he or she does an exemplary class and makes you in the heights of excitement. You enjoy that. You feel, okay, this is my subject. It doesn't mean other subjects are bad. But generally, your parents and teachers got a great influence on your decisions. But again something, the next important one is the interest in the subject. Like for example, I am going to choose engineering. Fine. Think over, was I interested in the subject? See, the most important thing here is, you are going to choose it for your life. That subject is your life partner. So before selecting that, think that I have to live my whole life with this one. It's a pleasure, enjoy it. If you feel doubtful, think over it. If you feel, I am hesitant, I am really scared of doing that, don't venture into it. So choose a subject that you enjoy very much. Accept that. So choosing the subject is basically based upon your interest. And then find out that whether you have the potentials of coping with that particular subject in your lifetime. And this is exactly where sometimes your parents and teachers may be a consolation, an appreciation for your effort, or a deterrent. Deterrent would mean they may ask you also, okay, you want to become an actor. Why do you want to become an actor? Because uncertainties are more. You can become a doctor or engineer. And you may say, no, nowadays actors are getting very good recognition, excellent, and modeling is very good. I am also good at looking at, so why don't I go into that? Fine. But hear them also. Because your interest may be correct, your passion may be correct, but realize the teachers and your parents have got a genuine interest in your life and have an accumulated experience which they are going to talk to you and say, this might be good for you. Think over it. It doesn't mean that you should not go for a profession, but your interest in the subject is important, as well as the advices and the accumulated experiences of your teachers and your friends and your family. The third important one I would suggest is your aptitude. A-P-T-I-T-U-D-E. Aptitude. Do I have an aptitude for that? Assume that I want to become a professional singer and I cannot sing at all. Should I choose singing as my career? It's a disaster basically. I can enjoy hearing other people sing. That should be the one that I should be doing. That means I do not have a talent or aptitude of singing per se, for example. I should not venture into that. I should not do that. That is what people generally call aptitude. Do you have an aptitude for that? Cooking, for example. Some are exceedingly good. Your mothers, your sisters, your brothers, parents sometimes, and teachers are good cooks. Excellent. They enjoy doing that. It's a beautiful thing. It's a passion when you are cooking. But for some, you don't have an aptitude for it. Now, I don't know, taking salt, taking this, it's all a moderation for you. If you do the things that you enjoy, it's not a moderation, it's a pleasure. Like you go and watch a movie, you don't feel it's a burden for you. Whereas, if you do something which you don't really enjoy, it's always a burden. So, recognize your aptitude and think over, is this the course that I am looking for? Is it fine? And another three major aspects that I want to talk about are one, the opportunity. For example, you have a great aspiration for some job, you have got a great interest on that, you are excellently good placed in the aptitude for that. Assume that particular profession, that particular job that you are going to do is not going to have an opportunity in the future. That's going to be again not a good story for you. So you have to think about the one that I am interested in, for which I have got aptitude and all those things. Does it have an opportunity in the society after some time? Maybe after 10 years, maybe after 5 years, how is it going to be changing? And this is exactly where you require some good consultation from educational consultants, from your teachers and learned people. On, okay, I am going to choose a profession of this sort. How is this profession going to be after some time? I am not talking about the immediate effect, maybe after 5 years. I am talking about after 10 years and 15 years on a profession that you are going to be with for a long period of time. Discuss. Discuss again with the people. Okay, this is what I am going to. Am I going to get into that? And associated with opportunity are things which you are always interested in. What is your salary? That's what you always think about. How much money am I going to get? Because in the present day, people want money to satisfy themselves and their family. So am I going to get this much salary? And there is a tendency among people to compare between jobs. So if I am going to get this much, am I going to do this and this in my life? My motivation in life, my goals in life, am I going to go ahead and going to start doing that? That's exactly what you will be thinking about. So is it getting a good salary? And then what's the status of the job that I am looking at? Is it, see, the one that I am going for a profession, and after the profession I come out and I actually sit and enjoy the job. But does the society respect me? Do I have a good job status which will give me aspirations and satisfaction in future? Think over. And again, you need to look at all these things. To consolidate, let me say a few points. Look at your personality. If you have not looked at it, you need to look at it. Sit, quiet, calm, comfortable, relax and think over. What is my personality? Do I listen to my parents? Or do I get a little tempted very quickly when the parents say something? Do I get tempted when the teachers say something? Do I rush into conclusions for decisions? Or am I a person who thinks a lot and doesn't reach anywhere? Or I think a lot and reach a valid point? So you've got lots of aspects to think about basically. And that is something what I call it as reflect. So every student after the +2, before taking a profession, should sit calmly, gently and deeply think about all these aspects. One, mark it, aspiration. Write on a paper, aspiration. What is my aspiration? Number 2, what is my interest? 3, what is my aptitude? 4, what is the opportunity for the job which I am going to choose after 10 years or 15 years? What is the job status that I am going to get? What is the salary that I will get? These are the aspects on which you should reflect. You don't require anybody on this. You can always take the advices of your parents, your teachers, your friends, even the media, whatever you see. But assimilate them. Bring all that together to your mind. Sit calmly on one side and think on what all I have told. And that would be your aspirations, your interest, your aptitude, opportunity, job status and salary. Put a mark for each and add together and see whether it becomes a good mark which supports you to take for this particular profession. Go for it. Absolutely no doubt. If a compromise is there on few things and then you consolidate all this, that profession is for you. You should go for that. I think I have made my path very clear. It's a very vast ocean to test each one's personality and say what it is. But you should remember that you have a personality with lots of talents inherently within you. May not have been discovered. Discover that. Then mix it with your interest, opportunity, job status and salary. Reflects it. And that's exactly what we're going to decide on how you are going to decide what I want to choose. Like I started this talk with a quotation, let me end up with a quotation. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. It was given by none other than Albert Einstein. I wish you all the best for selecting a career of your choice with all the points that I was mentioning there. Thank you very much. All the best.